Hi everyone, it's Raziel Kane and I'm back with another Thor review, and also I have a guest today. It's my nephew Vincent. His maybe first or second video depending on which order I air everything. And he's my nephew, he's staying at, he slept over, we played a couple of video games, so yeah, you wanted to check out my how I do my recording and everything, and so far he's absolutely not impressed. But today we're gonna take a look at this thing. Or this thing. Anyway, it's the knockoff of Perfect Effect Cryo Scourge. I think that's what Ninja Bill told me, and Input, and everybody else. Memo also told me that. And basically, this is the knockoff by Jinbao. Deformation. Yeah, Deformation. You know, with that, I don't know, Southern accent from the US. We don't have a Southern accent in Canada. We're not South enough. Freeze Devil. Most people got the Flame Devil version, which is basically Beast War Megatron. But when I saw the blue one, I'm like, oh, he looks so good, and I got him. But he transformed into a blue dragon, but the effect, the blast effect that comes with him is a fire, like a freeze breath. And every D&D player knows that a blue dragon should shoot lightning. So I wish it came with lightning, but I'll accept this blue one with, you know, freeze breath. But you know, it's hard because it's really should be a lightning effect. Anyway, yeah, so let's take a look at this guy. Yeah, the box is absolutely smashed. It came in like all squeezed in from the outside, and I was really worried about the state of the figure, but it turned out to be quite good. And but it's a knockoff, so it's super loose. But you know, once it's going to be on the shelf, I think I'll be able to, you know, leave it there and have not too many problems with it. But otherwise, I'll have to use some Kiki. Yeah, so let's take a look at Freeze Devil. Stick to the end of the video if you want to have the 10% discount code, sorry, at DJC Collectible, my sponsor. Derek was kind enough to provide this to me and my viewers, so it's valid for anything Transformers. And check out my voice acting playlist, the main feature of my channel, something I'm very proud of. So now let's take a look at Freeze Devil, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this. So I'm not gonna show the box again because it's all smashed up and it takes a lot of room, but you've seen it in the intro. And I'm going to show you the instructions very quickly because they're absolute garbage. So they show you how to assemble the wings, and you have to guess most of the stuff. And then the transformation is just ugh. So most of the stuff I've done is intuitive. You can look at the instruction and kind of figure out what they mean, and eventually you just go, oh, that's how they do it. So yeah, and it's an extremely loose figure, I have to say, for a knockoff. I expected it, but it's pretty bad. So yeah, I think I'll have to Kiki him. So let's look at the accessories. This is the effect for the Dragon Breath, which of course is blue fire. So it's not even an ice breath. But it should be lightning. I've already explained it, you know, changed my mind. But it looks good. You have this extra faceplate here. So basically, I'm going to use this faceplate on this robot because the grin, as I'll show in a moment, kind of looks goofy and too, not cartoonish because it was from a cartoon, but it's, I don't know, it looks exaggerated. So, but I like this one, so I'm gonna put this, and it's not really Beast War Megatron, so you know, I don't picture this guy going yes. Anyway, and then you have extra hands, so you have kind of a, you know, fist hand, or if you want to have, there's nothing that fits in that hand because I'll show you the sword in a moment, and they're very it's like a 3mm port. You have the open hand, looks really good. I will not be changing hands because I'm terrified of breaking stuff. So, but it looks really good. Very nicely molded. The details are good. They're not articulated. So, anyway, and then the sword, which clips on this section here. So you just shove them in there. And look at that, that's like super small. So that's maybe 3mm. And but they look really good. And basically you use them in the hands. Oh, it's actually quite tight. All right, so I should have done that off camera, which I'll do. Give me a moment. So here he is with the swords. So they, I didn't put them all the way in because, I don't know, they feel a little flimsy. I guess that's the technical term. It's an extremely stylized Beast War Megatron, which is, no, it's not Beast War Megatron. It's Cryo Scourge from whatever show. I think it's Energon. And, but I'm not sure because I haven't watched it. I just thought this was a really good looking figure. So it's extremely articulated, but everything is super loose. So I'm going to remove the handle. Come on. See, remove the hand. Oh, well, they're not actually that hard to remove. I might snap a couple pictures and see what they look like. But let's remove this. And you can see the legs are already bending backwards and really, really hard. And the problem is that there's no real product shot on the box for this one or in the instruction. So the kibble, I've transformed him a couple times. So the kibble in the back, not exactly sure if I got it right after I transformed him. So, but it looks kind of heavy. If you look at the back, you have all these pieces which form the dragon. So he's back heavy, especially once you install the wing, which clip here. You can remove them anytime you want if you want a more posable figure. But for the review, I think I'm just gonna stick with that. You have the head sculpt. Like I said, look, the grin is just too much or not enough. I like the eyes though, very stylized. The armor, everything is movable on this thing. You have the wings will actually rotate 360 because of the mushroom peg. The arms, listen to this. A lot of tension in there. So it's kind of scary, but it does rotate 360. You have the elbow more than 90. The hand does rotate a full 360. And you have a waist swivel. Merry-go-round like this. You can. You have the dragon head, which will be used for an arm cannon on this side, and it does have a blast port for the blue flame. So looks really good. And I'm holding him, and I can feel him loosening up from everywhere. So it's kind of crazy. The leg will go forward just a bit like this. Because of all the kibble, they don't actually go backward that much. You have a 90 bend ankle on a, well, the whole thing's on a ball joint. So you have a whole rocker up and down. Plus you have another joint. So it's a double joint basically for the ankle. So pretty good. And then the toe will actually go up and down. And I think this part here, oh yeah, it goes down too. So there we go. But he's extremely back heavy, so he doesn't stand real good. But I still like him once he's gonna be properly posed. Look at that, he's just falling backwards. I'm holding his foot and he's just sliding down. Wow. So I'm not gonna pretend to do my little transformation gimmick because I don't know which way to start. So I'm gonna transform him. I'm gonna be back in 2 hours and we'll finish the review. But I'm, as much as I'm complaining about the looseness and everything, look at those wings, look at this detail, and you know, you can't go wrong with this. You know, the paint fading here to go from silver to clear plastic, and then you have the translucent blue. Looks really good, but that's gonna age poorly potentially, and might break. So I don't know, it's always a gamble to get some clear plastic, but not disappointed except for the looseness. But the figure itself looks fantastic. Look at all those details. The crotch plate is good, the tail, you know, again the translucent. We'll take a look at it in beast mode. So all right, let me figure out how to transform him again. And actually, you know what, no, I'm gonna shrink down the wings a little bit. Put this down. I'm gonna stabilize him with the tail. Gonna have him face the camera. Raise his arm a little bit so you can see the cannon like this. And we're gonna do some size comparison. Let's clear this up. So let's see Cryo Scourge, aka Freeze Devil, with Generation Select Tiger Track, Earthrise Megatron. And if you take a look at Freeze Devil, this is the knockoff from Jinbao, and I think the Perfect Effect one was a masterpiece scale. So he's maybe shorter than the original. I don't know, I don't own it. But to have this bigger would have been, you know, awesome. But probably, I paid $20 Canadian for this. I probably would have paid, I don't know, 100 something for the Perfect Effect one, and maybe more, because some of the third parties are extremely expensive. So, but they look really good. So, alright, so that was Earthrise Megatron, and then one final comparison with War Megatron from Kingdom. And I wish that grin would have been on this face, because that would have been more appropriate. This would have been necessary on this figure to have that grin. So maybe eventually down the road we're gonna get a, I don't know, a legacy release with the grin. You know, just a slight detail that you want to make everybody go nuts and buy him. Because, you know, they did it with Galvatron. So here's the same Galvatron, but without battle damage. So why not have a War Megatron with a grin? And just same like Blaster. Blaster from Kingdom had, and Legacy, I think one of them had a release with a different face sculpt, a different smile. So, you know, it's just stuff to make more money. So, you know, kudos to Hasbro. Alright, so let me transform him now. First and foremost, my review area is completely inadequate for this. So you guys are going to have to endure a couple of clutter in the background. But I need a little more space. So here we go. So yeah, I've put the sword back in. You can see the wingspan. Basically, the wings go down like this. So that when... And you have an articulation at the wing here. So stop motion people who would be patient enough to play with this could get some decent articulation on the wing. So when he's looking, I don't know, flying like this, you know. So maybe if I move the camera a little bit, so if he's flying in, you know, I don't know, could work. But the wingspan is amazing. I think I prefer the dragon mode. Honestly, it's sturdier. It really is. You know, the fact that he's on 4 legs really adds to the stability of this figure. And it's not a super intuitive... No. It's a... The instructions completely suck. They don't show you properly how to transform this guy. They just give you hint. There's no... And whatever instruction there is, they're in Japanese, which is a beautiful language that I do not speak. It happens. Because of the instruction, you have to do a lot of, you know, look, does this fit here? Does this fit there? To eventually realize, oh, this part that would make sense to go here actually goes somewhere else. Like there's, if you look at the back here, I thought this here, this is 2 part that clips together. I thought they were gonna go on the underbelly here to cover the underbelly, but they don't. So, and that's part of the back kibble, like the skirt at the bottom. So yeah, the tail, super long. I think they forgot to paint mine here. There's a little stud like this, but it's not silver, so. But, you know, could be that's by design. This is one piece. This articulation here doesn't move. These 3 all here, and then you can see the head clearly here, hidden under the tail. So, you know, it's not, the robot parts are not super hidden, but I don't think it's supposed to be looking like a real dragon, so I guess we can forgive the robot parts. The hands are really well hidden because the arms, he actually kind of have a similar transformation. Like they used a thing like the Kingdom mold for War Megatron, where the arms rotate and then one goes under here, the belly, and then the other one forms the head. And it makes a lot of sense, and it's really good. And it's a really cool dragon. I like the fins, and then with the blast effect, it looks really good. But the blast effect on this figure is reversed. Instead of pegging over a plastic piece, you actually shove it inside a plastic piece. So it's reversed from any other Hasbro blast effect. So that's the only blast effect that you'll be able to put in there. if all the other blast effects you have are Hasbro, of course. But the articulation, you know, you keep you have the arms, it's on a ball joint, so all legs, well, this leg does rotate. This one here probably could, but it's hindered by a lot of kibble. Sorry, my lighting is not that great either today. I'm just amazed at the wings. They're gorgeous. Like I said, the flap, so display, you can display them pretty much how you want. The same thing for the tail with the so yeah, it's a fantastic dragon. Would have been cooler with lightning, but you know what, that's my D&D side. And I've already removed the faceplate before I transformed him. I removed this and put the other one. I'll show you in my final thoughts. Because yes, I'm gonna have to transform him again because I forgot to do the final thoughts before I did the beast mode, so it happens. Let's do some size comparison. So let's do him with Siege, Starscream, Kingdom Slammer, and Buzzworthy Bumblebee, Origin Bumblebee. And you know what? I decided to do the final thoughts with the beast mode because I'm not feeling the transformation right now. It's long, complicated, nothing clips. I guess it's because it's a knockoff. I mean, the plastic quality is really good. It's sturdy. The wings are sturdy even if they are clear plastic. Nothing is too flexible. Nothing is, you know, feeling like it's gonna break. There is some stress in the articulation, like you heard that ball joint going quick, quick, quick. So it's part of buying a knockoff and paying 20 bucks for it. And you know what? I would do the same thing again. I really enjoy the dragon mode more than I actually do the robot mode, and that's pretty rare. So I'm happy to have gotten this figure. Sorry if it was more of a painful review than we've had in the past, that I did in the past. But it's been a long day. I'm absolutely happy that I have this figure. I got it on AliExpress, and because my sponsor doesn't sell as knockoff, which I completely understand. But still, check out DJC Collectibles for all your Transformer needs. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the review. If you did, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Also, leave a comment. I love reading those. And remember, nothing in life gives you the right to be an asshole. Take care.